Dear Jack, managed to warm up the typewriter enough to write back. Apologies for the lack of responses lately. A mixture of the weather and Fritz have been making it difficult. The snows have arrived with a vengeance at last, and I've been laid up again with a minor head injury, with nothing to do but appreciate just how indescribably cold it is here. I imagine it's even worse for the chaps back up in Murmansk, but already in our neck of the woods the temperatures have reached such a point that one can spit and it will freeze before it reaches the ground. I can practically feel years of my life being whittled away by the frost as it reaches all the way into my very bones. And despite it all, the war continues. The Germans advance closer to Moscow every day, and our squadron has been moved north up the lines into a field next to a village called Krasnoye. The facilities here are even more primitive than at Zanino, where at least we had proper hangars, but on the bright side, the village next door offers some relief when we're not flying. They don't have much. They're desperately poor. And yet it does not fail to shock me how willing they are to give up what little they have for us. As an old woman whose name I cannot presently recall, who trudges up here through the snow every day to deliver us freshly cooked pastries, I must confess I could get very little out of her, as I demonstrated a comprehensive failure to decipher her thick local dialect, but from what I gather, she has a grandson in the army stationed somewhere to the west. I haven't the heart to tell her that he was probably caught in one of the encirclements, but regardless, in his absence, she seems to have adopted a grandmotherly role to every one of us. The kindness of these local people, in spite of everything through which they've suffered, is truly humbling. And it leaves me speechless to think that, should we be forced to retreat again, this woman and everyone in Krasnoye will be left behind to the tender mercies of the invaders. It motivates all of us to press on and keep flying, in spite of the weather, in spite of our personal privations, in spite of injury to mind, body, or soul. The Germans must simply be halted, for the sake of everybody back home, for the sake of the occupied peoples of Europe, and for the sake of the old woman of Krasnoye and her grandson, whom I expect she shall never be seeing again. I apologise for the grim tone of this letter, Jack, but there is little good cheer to speak of. Nevertheless, I await your reply as always. Give my best to your chums in Valletta, and know that you have my sincerest envy for your warm Mediterranean environs. Best wishes, Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to IL-2 Sturmovik Battle for Moscow, where, as you can see, things have got a little bit chilly. As it's snowing. Has snowed, in fact. Still snowing. And winter has come. Might be good news for us, I don't know. Probably not good news for us in terms of how comfortable we are, because my goodness, it's probably monstrously cold here right now. Anyway, our mission for today is a low-altitude combat air patrol over to the east of here, down the front line, where some of our friendly ground attackers are making some attack runs on enemy positions. There's some Peshkas in the air, and there's some Sturmoviks, which are going to be wanting to watch out for and try and keep safe from the hounds of Messerschmitts that'll be chasing after him, I'm quite sure. It's 4 of us going out today as usual. I believe it's one of the old hands with us, I think possibly Artur, and a couple of the newbies, one of which I think is Vladimir, the other guy I'm not quite sure off the top of my head who it was. It might be Vasily, I'm not sure, don't remember. As you can see, we've got our nice shiny new Hurricane, which the mechanics were even kind enough to paint a little 56 on the back there. They stenciled a 56 on there for us. I mean, you know, the font's different because they don't have RAF stencils available, but you know, they did their best. Bless them. Alright, let's go, shall we? Let's get moving. New airfield as well. Krasnoye now, aren't we? We need to get used to this place. Seems a little smaller than Zanino. We don't really seem to have a lot in the way of infrastructure. I'm not seeing a lot of hangars out there. Alright, gear up. That's a bit of a wobbly takeoff. Turn the HUD back on. Alright, reduce the throttle. Reduce RPMs. Close the canopy because it's freezing. Alright. Yeah, I think we're going to take off straight ahead, and then we're going to curve our way around the front line, staying on our side until we get down to the patrol area. Assuming we even get there without being attacked by something. You never know, do you? Anyway, it looks like everybody's airborne behind us. I'll try and keep us nice and slow so they can catch up in the meantime, but bloody hell, what's going on here? Is the wind knocking me over? Because it feels like I'm being blown to the right quite dramatically right now. It is quite windy, admittedly, so it's entirely possible. It's quite turbulent. I think we're flying into some snow here. I'd rather not do that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's a hell of a change of scenery, isn't it? Anyway, I will see you further into the patrol. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Control has some trade for us, it looks like. We got a couple of contacts milling around over here, and a formation of enemies milling around over here, both directly in front of us. I think there's a friendly flight over here of Peshkas operating in that sort of area. There should be some Sturmoviks around here somewhere, but I don't see them anywhere at the moment. Yeah, we got some bad guys. We're gonna have to deal with them. Don't know what to go for, honestly. There's 4 of those guys. My money is on 109s on the contact that's 4+. Those kind of look like friendlies over there, I think. Anyway, we're going fighting in and around snowstorms, which is going to be certainly quite interesting. In fact, I can't really see anything because there's a big load of snow in the way in front of us at the moment. I can't really see through. I think I'm going to head towards these friendly contacts. We could sort of provide them an impromptu escort, I suppose. Seems like a decent enough idea to me. My God, we're being bounced around like a silly chicken. How are we supposed to fight in these conditions? My God. Look at the thing wobble! Looks like that's possibly Peshkas or Sturmoviks, I'm not sure which. Right, that back there, everybody. I'm determined to not to fly with the canopy open quite so much, considering how friggin' cold it is. When push comes to shove, I'm probably going to end up opening it up to get a better view, but still. Alright, Hawk patrol for ground targets. Alright, that's Hawk squadron probably in front of us, I imagine. Anyone out there? Why are you hanging around in my low 6 o'clock, you at the back there, giving me a heart attack? God. Actually lost sight of our friendlies. They're out there in the soup somewhere. Just down on our left somewhere. There they are. Seagull or joint formation for our mission. Right, Seagull's probably one of the other, well, it will be one of the other ground attack squadrons. I see 4 dots over there. I see 2 down here coming straight towards us. What the heck? Hold on. Wait a minute. No, you know what? I think there's a pair of Peshkas or Sturmoviks and they're making an attack run on some enemy tanks. Man, I thought they were coming up and shooting at us, but no. They're going down and the flak is shooting up. Flippin' heck. Scared the crap out of me there, but... Nice one, Hawk. Sounds like they got one of the tanks. Those over there, though, they look like baddies. There's a squadron of 4 dots over there. a staffel, I suppose. I think it's a staffel. Is it a staffel that's 4 guys? No, it's a swarm, isn't it? That's 4 guys. Staffel's like the whole squadron. Alright. Flight leader orders. Patrol. Get ready to patrol for air enemies, because we're coming in on some air enemies right now, it looks like. There we go. I hope you're not Sturmovix, are you? Certainly don't look like it. Should we go for the lead guy? It's Italians again! Oh! Our old friends! Oh boy. I was just thinking pulling up in front of the guns is not super wise. Our lad's getting stuck in, kind of looks like it. Oh, I can't believe that missed. Misjudged the lead, I think. Alright, you... Yep, you're not a Hurricane. Come on. Right, I think he's had enough. Getting a bit trigger happy with the ammo, aren't I? Hawk Squadron is still doing some work apparently. That's good. Contacts on the left. Contact in front of me. That is a Hurricane, or it's a Sturmovik, I think, actually. Well, with that wanted to curse it. They got some hits there. The good news is, because the weather is so much colder now, we can run the engine a little harder. Where did that guy go? Keep spotting nothing but Sturmoviks at the moment. Need to keep an eye on my front as well as my back though. I've been taken out sometimes by looking too much towards the back and then getting shot in the face. You look like a... that's a matchy. Question is, what are your friends doing? And where are my friends for that matter? Looks like that's a Hurricane going after a matchy right now. Good job, lads. You, Hurricane. You on my tail right now don't look quite so friendly. Someone's giving him the good news, that guy. Glad to see it. He's got a wingman trying to help him out. Let's put a stop to that, shall we? Come on, you bastard. Can't maybe use all my ammo. He's just lost his tail. He's out of here. Whoa! That's one way to deal with them. Just saw the tail off, apparently. Group 3 target destroyed. Engaging fighter. Alright, got a friend out in front of us. I see a contact on the left, quite far. How's the engine doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, that cold air is doing some good. And just like that, everyone's disappeared. Amazing how that happens. Whoa, hello. Who's that going vertical? My money would usually be on a Matchy if he's going vertical, but actually it kind of looks like a Hurricane. Alright, more contacts. Man, you just can't see very much past all these cockpit bars, can you? That's a Matchy. I'm about to run out of ammo. Ooh. I think that might have been a pilot kill there. Either that or he was doing some a very tactical spin. Uh-oh. That didn't look like a Matchy, and it didn't look like a Hurricane either. It definitely didn't look like a Sturmovik. Oh boy, that's a 109. Which means he's going to have friends. Which means I need to watch myself. Oh, Jesus Christ. Orders. Cover me, somebody. I'm in trouble here. Yeah, I see you yo-yoing behind me there. Where the hell is everybody? According to the map, there's only one of them, but I could have sworn there was two. It's all going on right above me right now, isn't it? Okay, someone's smoking. I hope it's... I think that's a Hurricane that's just been hit. God damn it. And things were going so well. The Germans had to turn up and ruin the fun. Oh god, he's in a spin. I think one of ours just got killed. God damn it. Son of a bitch, I don't have much ammo left, but it's going to have to do, isn't it? God, look at him go vertical. Where they can just hang on their props, these things. The 109's an incredible machine, it really is. It's just like, and it's the most powerful engine they could get their hands on with the bare minimum of aircraft built around it. And it just climbs for days. He's got himself into some trouble now, though. Well, he's probably just going to try and zoom away before I can get shots on him. I don't have enough ammo right now to be taking speculative sniping shots either. Yeah, he was just trying to take some shots at our chum there. He's playing with us right now, this guy. Keep dodging, mate. Keep dodging. Don't let him shoot you. He'll pull lead and he'll... Oh, Jesus. They're so accurate with that nose cannon. He's wiggling now. Got a hit. Another hit. Just pecking at him now because I'm down to my last few rounds. He was smart, he'd put his nose down and leg it. But honestly, he's got so much extra speed, he could just do this nonsense all day. Even in a turn, he's managing to keep ahead of me. If someone else could get on this guy, that would be brilliant. Is he going to try and force an overshoot, do you think? I kind of want him to, because then I'll be able to shoot him point blank. Out of ammo. Oh boy, really? Completely out, yeah. You son of a... There's no point in using the pistol. It's good for the memes, but it doesn't really do any... It doesn't do any damage. Problem is this guy's going to turn around and start trying to kill. Yep, he's doing it right now. He's just... Dude, just... go evasive. Do something, man. Come on. Oh, my God. Everybody, just get out of here. I don't think there's anyone left at this point. Fuck's sake. 109s, man. We're just not cut out for it. We don't have the performance to compete. Oh, someone else is going in after him as well. Bail out, man. Just get out. Right, that's a friendly up there. Unless you can shoot him down, man. Just get out. Just leave. Where's the closest airbase? I don't think there is a close airbase. I am not seeing any on the map right now. There's that over there, Lotushino. That's ages away. Please tell me that's one of ours shooting him. But somehow I don't think so. Then again, I don't know, actually, maybe it is. But I doubt it. Oh boy. Yep, I didn't hear a target destroyed there. Christ alive. I think he's chasing after our man over here who's trying to get home to base. That's exactly what he's doing, in fact. Problem is, once you've told them to go to base, I don't think you can actually interact with them anymore. Yeah, I'm not hearing a command go out when I press the button, which usually means there's no one to receive the command. So he's about to get bounced. Something rotten. There's nothing I can do. Where have they got to? Don't see him now. They're out in front of me somewhere though. Oh yeah, I see him now. Oh, is he breaking off? Has he run out of ammo, do you think? Could we honestly be that lucky? No, it's not about me really, it's about my poor mate in front of me there. He's either going to break enough to come after me, or he's breaking off because he's out of ammo. Sorry, just keeping an eye on the RPMs there. Where is he going? I think he's headed home. Good riddance. Trust the Messerschmitts to come and ruin our fun, eh? I don't even remember what happened out there. I think I killed 2 matches. I think I shot down 2 matches. Then damaged a 109. Why is the engine constantly switching between climb and combat mode? What's that about? Just my wonky throttle or something? Possibly. Well, another black day for the squadron, I think. Just clear our 6. No, we're not being followed. Good. Where's the airbase? It's over this way. This is not even home, this is just the closest available place. And since our chum's landing here, I might as well land with him. He is alive, right? Or did this git shoot him down? I'm not seeing a blue dude on the map, but then again we might be out of the coverage area for map icons. Because they do seem to have a coverage area, it's weird. Oh, I see the runway out in front of me. I'm going to make straight in. One little hurricane. Bleed that speed. You know you want to. There you go. Gear down. I have to admit, it's a bit of a novelty having a runway instead of a big old field. Alright, and flaps. Got any bullet holes in us? Not on the wings, at least, doesn't look like. Okay, we've ballooned significantly there. Whoops. Wind has got quite a crosswind to deal with here right now. We're crabbing like a champion. Alright. I struggle to keep it on the centre line today. Oh, hello. I see what I think is a hurricane over there, so at least 2 of us survived. I haven't had a complete squadron wipe so far, where everyone in our flight has been shot down, and I will aim to keep it that way. Oh, hello. I wonder if this is where the Ishak squadron is based. Oriole squadron, or whatever they're called. I miss the Ishaks. I like having those guys around. All right. Any damage? We look remarkably spotless. I think it's just a dodgy stencil I used for the 56 in the back there. I don't think that's actually damage. No, we seem to be okay. How's our friend up here? You alright? Seems to be remarkably intact. Can't say the same for the others. Looks like both Peshkas managed to make it home, and 2 of the Sturmoviks, and I think there only were 2 Sturmoviks, so yeah. At least we protected all the ground attackers, so I suppose we did our job, didn't we? Although he certainly took some hits. Look at his tail. Oh, the good old Sturmovik. This is the aircraft, of course, which the game is named for. The IL-2 Sturmovik. Famous Soviet ground attack aircraft of World War II. I have to admit, I've only ever done like 1 Sturmovik campaign in this game. And I got shot down on my very first mission, so it's a weird old aircraft, this one, honestly, because it feels incredibly underpowered for the kind of armament it can carry. The thing can barely climb once it finally gets airborne. In fact, the first time I tried to do a campaign in it, I had to restart the campaign because the game had assigned me to an airfield whose runway was simply too short to take off of in one of these things, fully laden down with munitions. So, yeah, I'll have to do one on the channel one of these days. You know, eventually you have to get around to doing a Sturmovik campaign in the game called IL-2 Sturmovik, right? Like, that's kind of a thing you just got to do. It's like bucket list stuff. But it won't be easy, because these things are just sitting ducks for enemy fighters. Their saving grace is that they're incredibly durable. I think the Germans nicknamed them concrete bombers because they were just that difficult to shoot down. They could soak up so much damage. But I have to admit, it doesn't feel that way when I'm flying them. When I'm flying the bloody things, I get knocked out of the sky in one pass by a Focke-Wulf 190. No problem. But hey, anyway. Folks, as our friend just landed, it is indeed. Hello, sir. Looks like we're the only 2 survivors for today. Glad you made it here anyway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you for the debriefing. Right. So, continue with claims. Yes, it was us, Vladimir, Pavel, and Artur with us on this one. And to my recollection, I shot down 3 matches, 2 of which were pilot kills, and a third one which we shot the tail off of, and he went into a spin and crashed. So yeah, I think we got 3. All matches. Submit report. Okay, maximum information. Start debrief. Oh, yeah, looks like the ground attackers are having some fun. That's quite a log. Okay. Let's go through some of the more salient points. The Peshkas blew up a train car. Bam, 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 bam. Machine guns destroyed. Panzers destroyed. Panzers destroyed by the IL-2s. Nice. It's good to see. Looks like Fabio Merlot was the guy who I shot at. He was the lead plane in the Italian flight that we dove down on. Oh man, I tell you what, that felt good. Getting the altitude advantage on an enemy flight and bouncing them like that does not happen terribly often in the Hurricane, and it felt so good. Oh man, cat among the pigeons and all that. It was so nice. So anyway, we hit Fabio Merlot. Then he shot back at us, yes, didn't he? I pulled up, went vertical straight in front of him, which was a bit foolish, and he shot at me. I didn't see any bullet holes though when we were on the ground from that. So obviously he didn't land very many important hits there. I was lucky, really, to be honest with you. If I pulled up in front of a 109, I bet I would not have been quite so lucky. Those guys are sniper accurate. And from incredible ranges too. I mean, it's one of the advantages of having a nose-mounted weaponry. It's that it's much easier to pull off very long-distance shots, because all you have to really judge, especially if you're shooting from dead six behind someone, all you have to really judge essentially is the bullet drop, and that's mostly it. You can pull off some incredibly long-distance snipes, which is just impossible in the Hurricane because its weapons are wing-mounted. So. MC202 was brought down. Doesn't say who it was. Aurelio Ruggiero looks like though is the decent bet apparently, because I damaged him right before it happened. Went down behind enemy lines. A Panzer was damaged by one of the IL-2s. Panzer was destroyed by one of the IL-2s. IL-2s. It's supposed to be pronounced IL-2. That's why it's not capital IL. It's capital I, lowercase l. It's IL-2. Just sounds weird in English to pronounce it that way, obviously. Let's see. Artur Zaleski managed to shoot down an MC202 as well. Nice one. Domenico Di Marco was damaged by us. And Artur Zaleski brought down another one as well. Good grief. Archer got 2 kills. Well, how much do you want to bet Archer's dead now, though? As soon as it's always the really aggressive ones that show some promise that immediately get shot down straight afterwards. Vladimir got brought down at 109 F4. Well, big round of applause to Vladimir for managing to shoot down one of the 109s, actually. Mayor Nils Westerman was seriously... It's a high-ranking 109 pilot, too. Wow, fair enough. Well done, Vladimir. Giovanni Milani was damaged by us. Horst Schumacher damaged Vladimir. Yeah, I think Vladimir's probably toast. Match is brought down by us. Yes, Giovanni Milani we brought down as well. So that was our third. We were damaged by an MG-34 triple anti-air machine gun, apparently, at some point there. I don't remember that happening, but apparently that happened. Vladimir was damaged by Horst, and... Oh! Okay. Horst Schumacher he shot down Vladimir, but Vladimir was not injured. Presumably, then, that means he bailed out and survived. In which case, brilliant. Well done, Vladimir. Welcome back to the squadron. I shall watch your career with interest. Artur was damaged by Schumacher. We damaged him. Yeah, I did my best with my pea shooters and the whole 10 rounds of ammunition I had left. And And then Artur was seriously wounded. At least he's not dead, but he's out of the game. Which is a damn shame, honestly. Ruslan Lebedev damaged by Mario Schlag. Yuri Karchagin damaged by Rainer Herreshoff. Seems like the Germans went after some of the Sturmovigs, but I don't think they shot them down. Rainer Herreshoff was damaged by some ground AA, apparently, by the looks of it. Mario Schlag and Rainer Herreshoff both getting absolutely nailed by anti-air, looks like there. And a 109 F2 was brought down by a AAA machine gun. Rainer Herreshoff was made a prisoner of war. Good. May he rot in Siberia. Truck was destroyed by a half-track, and then AAA machine gun was destroyed by a half-track. Okay. Debrief complete at last. Let's see the summary. Okay, so Vladimir brought down a 109 F4. We brought down 2. It looks like they've given us credit for 2 of the matches. Claim denied for one of them. Yeah, it looks like it was a shared kill with Artur. So Artur got 2, and we got 2. Unfortunately, though, Artur is no longer with us. He's seriously injured, so he showed promise. But exactly like I said, he's now out of it. It's always the ones that show a bit of promise that get knocked straight out. Oh, dear. We only lost Zaleski, so that's weird, actually, because I could have sworn we lost 2 there. But I suppose we did, didn't we? Because we lost Zaleski and Vladimir. He got shot down as well, but he bailed out and was fine. So, yeah. Can't remember who the third one was now. But anyway. Oh, it's Pavel. Pavel achieved nothing and survived, which is, you know what, fair enough, Pavel. You can't ask that much more of you than that, I suppose. Yes. Next page. Incapacitation of airman. Yeah, Artur Zaleski has been injured and he's off. For good. They never come back from a serious injury, unfortunately. The player can. If we get seriously injured, we can spend like 2 months in hospital and then eventually come back. But the AI pilots never do, unfortunately. Okay, yep. 2 kills for Artur, 1 for Vladimir, and it was a 109 F4 piloted by a high-ranking German as well. So fair enough, Vladimir. You did a good job there, mate. I mean, as we've seen, 109s are significantly more difficult to shoot down than Machis are. So, and we lost 3 aircraft in the process of that, apparently. Did we really? Oh, I see. Yaroslav's been lost on a different mission. Never even got to fly with him. Medal awarded for Artur Zaleski. He got his wound stripe, and that's it. Alright, well, Vladimir with 6 missions and already got his first air-to-air kill. Well done, sir. I hope you stick around, honestly. I believe... Yep, Luitsa is now our highest ranking in terms of missions completed at this point. She lost Gleb, so she's now ahead by a country mile. Innokenty and Alexei are now neck and neck for number of missions flown. I wish I knew the criteria for what upgrades the AI. I'd be curious to see what level of AI Luiz's pilot is operating at right now. At a guess, I'd say maybe veteran AI. Probably not ace AI, but maybe veteran AI. If we could get our hands on some cannons, and good cannons, like the quad Hispanos. You equip her with those, send her off into a combat air patrol. She'd absolutely devastate the enemy, absolutely wreck them. I've seen the Hurricane AI do some incredible stuff once you give it guns that are actually worth a damn. Seriously, like they can absolutely dominate the skies. It's quite funny. That's half of our lack of success. Really, just comes from having terrible weapons. Unfortunately. But there it is. Anyway, ladies and gents, that was our first mission in the snows. The winter arrives here on the Moscow front as we head into the 6th of November, looks like. 6th of November. I don't know when our next mission will actually be. I I'm tempted to just go to the activity page and then do a bit of leave. In fact, I'm going to. We're going to pretend that we haven't done any flying for like the next 3 days because of weather. And I'm doing this basically as an opportunity to try and get some replacements in. But it doesn't look like that happened. Nothing has really changed. It's now the 9th. Has the Intel map changed much? I don't know. I can't really remember what it looked like very much to begin with, frankly. So couldn't honestly tell. It doesn't look like it's changed very much. We're still there at Krasnoye. Reserve is still very much in German hands. If anything, maybe there's bulges increased out here towards the north. But aside from that, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, ladies and gents, it's been a blast. It was almost such a glorious good time, and then those two Jerrys turned up and ruined the party, as they are wont to do. Catch you next time, folks. Toodaloo.